The U.S. Army hospital ship Street Mihail played a crucial role in providing medical care to wounded soldiers during the tumultuous times of the 1940s. The ship served during World War II as a floating hospital, ensuring that the injured received the best possible treatment while being transported to safer shores. This article will delve into the history, specifications, and mission of the St. Mihiel, highlighting its significance and impact during the 1940s. The St. Mihiel, named after a World War I battle site in France, was built as a cargo ship in the late 1930s by the Federal Shipbuilding and Drydock Company in Kearny, New Jersey. The ship, originally named SS Excalibur, was launched on December 17, 1939. With the outbreak of World War II, the U.S. War Shipping Administration acquired the ship and subsequently transferred it to the U.S. Army on December 31, 1942, renaming it the U.S. Army Hospital Ship Street Mihiel, AP-32. The St. Mihiel was converted into a hospital ship by the Atlantic Basin Iron Works in Brooklyn, New York. The conversion involved outfitting the ship with medical equipment, including operating rooms, X-ray facilities, and hospital wards. The vessel was painted with the internationally recognized symbols for a hospital ship: a white hull with a green horizontal stripe and large red crosses. This color scheme was designed to signify its non-combatant status under the Geneva Convention of 1906, which outlined the protection of hospital ships in times of war. With a length of 492 feet, a beam of 69.5 feet, and a draft of 27 feet, the St. Mihiel had a displacement of 9,950 tons. The ship was powered by two steam turbines, driving twin-screw propellers, with a top speed of 18 knots. It had a crew complement of 407, including medical staff, and could accommodate up to 800 patients. The medical staff consisted of doctors, nurses, and medical corpsmen, who were responsible for providing care to the wounded. The St. Mihiel embarked on its maiden voyage as a hospital ship on May 16, 1943, sailing from New York to Oran, Algeria. The ship was primarily tasked with transporting and treating wounded soldiers from the European and Mediterranean theaters of war. Over the course of the war, the St. Mihiel completed 19 round-trip voyages between the United States and various ports in Europe and North Africa. One of the most notable missions of the St. Mihiel was its participation in Operation Dragoon, the Allied invasion of southern France in August 1944. The ship provided medical support for the invasion forces, evacuating and treating wounded soldiers from the beaches and transporting them to medical facilities in North Africa and Italy. In this operation alone, the St. Mihiel treated and evacuated more than 1,000 patients. The St. Mihiel's service in the war came to an end with the conclusion of World War II in 1945. By then, the ship had transported and treated over 11,000 patients, providing a lifeline for wounded soldiers and a beacon of hope for those who desperately needed medical attention. Following the war, the ship was decommissioned on April 19, 1946, and returned to the War Shipping Administration. The St. Mihiel was eventually sold for scrapping in 1948.
Yeah, loving it away. For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start from Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy gift. Going Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the road. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington,
I was here, ma'am.
Chichi Magnolia Blues.
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K., is you here today?
I is here with my swinging sleigh.
We all here. Start something Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy gift. Going Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Old Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No man.
Oyster supper?
No man.
Strawberry festival?
No man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Visit Hayride.
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana Hayride. Get going, we always ready. Start something, Louisiana Hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh.
For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington,
I's here, ma'am.
Gitchy Magnolia Blues.
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here, we all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No man.
Oyster supper?
No man.
Strawberry festival?
No man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Visit Hayride.
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh.
For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington,
I's here, ma'am.
Gitchy Magnolia Blues.
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here, we all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No man.
Oyster supper?
No man.
Strawberry festival?
No man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Visit Hayride.
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh.
For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington,
I's here, ma'am.
Gitchy Magnolia Blues.
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here, we all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No, man.
Oyster supper?
No, man.
Strawberry festival?
No, man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Is it hayride?
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh,
For the time is short.
well, crack your little whip. Get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington, I is here, ma'am. Gitchy Magnolia Blues,
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No, man.
Oyster supper?
No, man.
Strawberry festival?
No, man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Is it hayride?
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh,
For the time is short.
well, crack your little whip. Get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington, I is here, ma'am. Gitchy Magnolia Blues,
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic?
No, man.
Oyster supper?
No, man.
Strawberry festival?
No, man.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Is it hayride?
Yeah, man.
Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, loving it away.
Oh,
For the time is short.
well, crack your little whip. Get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington, I is here, ma'am. Gitchy Magnolia Blues,
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swing and sway.
We all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic? No, man. Oyster supper? No, man. Strawberry festival? No, man. What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Is it hayride? Yeah, man. Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, I love it either way.
Oh.
For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride.
I will now call the roll. Emmeline Valentine, I is here. Louisa Deuteronomy, I is here. Franklin Washington,
I's here, ma'am.
Gitchy Magnolia Blues.
Yeah, I am.
Samuel K, is you here today?
I is here with my swinging sway.
We all here, we all here. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No fooling, we all is happy. Get going, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll. Oh, Susanna, put on your old bandana. We're going on a Louisiana hayride.
Hayride.
What kind of fun do you fancy most? Picnic? No, man. Oyster supper? No, man. Strawberry festival? No, man. What kind of fun do you fancy most? We haven't hit it yet, but we're mighty close. Don't hold it back any longer. Is it hayride? Yeah, man. Get going, Louisiana hayride. Get going, we all is ready. Start something, Louisiana hayride. No use for calling the roll.
Oh, I like that sport.
What, sitting in the hay?
Yeah, I love it either way.
Oh.
For the time is short.
Well, crack your little whip, get your little ship to go. Start something, Louisiana hayride.
Much obliged you hopped on board for this snazzy trip through American life in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this.
Samuel K.